What's up guys, it's EJ here, and I just wanted to make this video because I was just thinking more about like personal finance and just be getting more into finance topics and trying to get my money right. So this video is going to be about kind of the main three financial mistakes I made when I first started my job. So stay to the end so you can listen to all of these and not make the same mistakes. So the biggest mistake that I made and that a lot of people make is not having a budget at all. So, I mean, I was just fresh into my job, not being a broke college student anymore, having money from doing a software engineering work. But when you don't have a budget, you don't know where your money's going, how much of it is coming in every week, what you're spending on groceries, you're spending on this and that and yada, yada, yada. So you really don't have full control and the full, ability to exercise and use your money to the best of your abilities if you don't have a budget, right? So that's the most important thing. So if you don't have a budget, try to make one. It can just be a simple budget to start off with, and you can get more complex and more detailed as time goes on. So that's that. And then the second thing I messed up on was getting an apartment that was too expensive or overpriced, unnecessarily overpriced. So, when I came over to start my job, I came from Texas to California. And I didn't know the area too well, so I was like, let me just get something that I know is in a good area and that's, close enough to work and that's close enough to different things like that sort. But when I was looking at the prices, right, I kind of thought of it in my mind of like, oh, this one apartment is maybe $200 or $100 more expensive than the other apartment, right? But you got to think of it over the whole term of the lease, right? If it's a 12-month lease and one apartment is $100 more, that's $1,200 more expensive, right? So that's money you could have done a lot of stuff. You could have taken a trip to Hawaii, bought some new shoes or done whatever, invested it, which is one of the best choices. But yeah, so thinking back on it now, could have lived in a much less expensive place and saved so much more money. But yeah, those are mistakes in hindsight. And the third one is getting a car, at least that's unnecessarily expensive too. The car I got was just a Honda, but I think if I would have just bought a used car or, done something else, bought a cheaper car, or at least a cheaper car, I would have been better off. It's just, when I was coming over, again, I didn't have a mechanic. I didn't know who to, take the car to get it checked out, the used car in this sense. And I just didn't want to deal with the hassle of having a used car and starting, the job off and all the other stuff. So I just went ahead and leased a car. And the lease isn't like outrageously expensive, but it's just money that I still could have had in my pocket and could have leveraged in different ways if I would have, bought the used car and made a different decision on that end. But yeah, that's that. So it's just a quick video on just talking about these financial mistakes. I made lots of mistakes, so I can always talk about those later on. But yeah, don't make these mistakes, and that's it. Peace.